checking. Make sure y'all can hear me. Come on in. Today is one of them days. My God. Hey, hey, hey. Mm-hmm. I will bless the Lord. Hey y'all, as y'all come in, make sure y'all drop it in the comment section below. Let me know that you here. What's up, good sis? Amber said I'm in the building. I'm the first one. What's going on? Shout out to you, girl. Make sure you can hear me. Let me know down in the comment section how the audio is. If I need to adjust anything, if y'all can hear me, let me know. The rest of y'all come on in. Say, hey, good sis, what's going on, girl? Let me know where you from. If you from YouTube, if you from TikTok, if you from Instagram, girl, let me know where you coming in from. Cause baby, I am geeked up. Okay, like I am geeked up today. I don't know what it is, but baby, I am geeked up. What's going on, good sis? What's going on? Snooky says she up in here, girl. What's up? What's up? Kelly said, what's going on, good sis? What's up, y'all? What is up? I am ready, y'all. I am amped up. I've been, baby. That girl feel like she been in the gym and it's time to get that new body together. You feel me? Like when you finally get to put on that little outfit, girl, after you been watching what you been eating, the waist inspection. Girl, come on in. What's up, sis? What's up? Come on in. Right. Period. My YouTube family don't play about me. And that's on period. She said, good sis, I just felt period. Period, Amber. She just came up in this thing in the first one here. I love that energy. That's big tribe energy, baby. We love all of that. Yes, straight from Tennessee. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. And period. The YouTube family don't play. My TikTok family better come on over here because, girl, y'all be looking for me like I owe y'all a little money or something. Y'all better come on up in here and let me know where y'all from. Because, girl, what I got to say today, baby, this ain't no quick one. This is not no quick one. That's why I said 7 o'clock. I want to make sure you at home. Make sure you took your wig off, laid it on the dresser, whatever you need to do. Because, baby, we coming straight for the edges. We coming straight for the edges. And, yeah. Let me go ahead and get y'all crazy but up out of here because, baby, we ain't got time for y'all today. So, we're going to go ahead and shut that down really quick. If you up in here, make sure you like it, the live, so you can let the tribe know we outside. Okay? Make sure you thumbs up the live. Do your part, girl. I'm hitting on time. So, you present, you like up the live to let the tribe know we outside. I done did all I can do. You do your part. I done did mine. All the way from Jamaica. What's going on, Jamaica? Up in this thing, period. Hey, Mr. Robert, welcome on to the tribe, hun. How you doing? How you feeling tonight? What's up? Make sure you sharing the live, sharing it with somebody that you may feel like, interested in the tribe. Whatever may suit your heart, baby. Come on up in this thing, y'all. We gonna get started real quick. I just want a couple more people to come on in, girl. We gonna give them a little time. Y'all know how people is. We gonna come on up in here and we gonna give them a little time. While we doing that, make sure y'all liking the live so people can know that we outside. Lucas, have a good day, hon. We ain't got time for your shenanigans today. Just exit on out. I bet you it's 2,000 other creators online that you could go and troll. Please don't do it over here, my love. Have a great night. Okay. Everybody else, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? Get comfortable. Go and get you a little water if you need to. Whatever the case may be, we letting the tribe come on in and get comfortable. Take your good shoes off. Let me see little baby hers. Let me see what been going on, girl. Because this our midweek check-in. We got to do a midweek check-in to see if everybody still sound, body, and mind. Okay? Thank you. I had to put a little 1-2 on. Really, period. See, that's why I love my good sis, y'all. Locked in like this. Don't even play with her. You play with her, you play with me, and we don't want the problems, okay? Huh. And that's on period. That's good sis don't be playing. I love that. I love that. We're about 5 minutes in, so we're gonna give people a little time to come on up in here, see what's going on. But y'all already know we're gonna get into this tea real quick, because baby, when I got something in my stomach, I gotta give birth. Okay, I gotta give birth to it. If it's time, it gotta be birthed. That's just period. And girl, I done came prepared. I ain't gotta go off the top of my head today. The Lord said, "Be excellent in all your ways." So the girl has been preparing all day. I don't have to go off the top of my head anymore. Glory be to God. Glory be to God. Yeah, we're gonna shut you down too. Glory be to God. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All my tribe members, y'all already know we switch. We go back and forth. We from tribe to kicking the kingdom, baby. The tribe actually kick it kingdom, period. On all levels. So welcome to another episode of Kicking the Kingdom, girl. We about to get into some good stuff. Sir, sit back and relax. Rest your feet. I know you've been out working all day. We're gonna give you a little time to get comfortable. And we're gonna let this message flow, because baby, it is time. It's time. It is time. I can't wait. Y'all can't wait no more. And God definitely ain't trying to wait no more. That's just on period. We speak open and unapologetic about our Lord and Savior. So if that's a problem for you, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little time to exit on out the building, because, baby, I don't want you uncomfortable. But God is good. And if you down with that, then you might as well stay, because you're going to be blessed today. So, yeah. Let's go and get into it, y'all. Let's go and get into it. Make sure y'all like the live. Make sure y'all are liking the live so the tribe can know we are outside. Okay, so y'all, my walk with God has not been the most easiest. Tonight, we going to get real, raw, and transparent, because y'all already know I do not care about telling a little tea. Okay, because if it's my business, it's something I did, it's something I went through, I'm unapologetic about it. So I'm gonna give y'all a little tea, because baby, this is what it is. So yeah, my walk with God has not been the easiest. Like, I know, where I knew for a long time that I loved God, but I didn't know how to serve God. I didn't know how crucial being close to God was. I didn't understand how God would be able to use me to benefit him. I didn't understand like what the dynamic of our relationship would look like. And I believe that it may be from, being the only person in my family, my immediate family, that was in close proximity with God and, was true to loving on him. It could be from that. I'm not sure. But all I know is that a lot of times I was going through life and didn't realize that I didn't fully trust God, because I didn't fully trust myself. I knew that it was something within me that wanted to be different. I knew I was different. But most times I felt like I was stuck. I felt like I knew it was something better in life, but I didn't just know how to get to it. I didn't know how to tap into it. I couldn't see past my current circumstances. I felt I felt lost, misunderstood, mishandled, underserved, misled, girl, rejected, whatever you want. Like, I felt so many different things during this part of my life. I'm just like, God, if you are there and you hear me, How do you not hear or how do you not feel what I'm feeling? Like, when are you going to save me? So I was wandering through life. I always, like I said, being in close proximity with my family, I'm very big on family. So just being around them, I always felt different. I couldn't understand the rules and the principles and the philosophies that my family governed themselves by. I couldn't understand why they moved the way they move, how they talked the way they talked, how they felt like they was thinking the way they was thinking. Like, I couldn't understand what was backing them. Like, what made them choose the choices that they chose? Like, what made them go down the paths that they went down? What made them communicate with people the way they did? What made them handle people the way they did? I could not understand. Come on, Holy Spirit. I could not understand why they did the things that they did. Why did they move the way that they move? I knew I was different. I said, I can't subscribe to this notion. I can't get with this. I don't know how. I don't know how I was put in this family. Girl, I was sitting there thinking, God, I must be adopted. I must be from somewhere else. This cannot be the family that you laid down for me. This cannot be the family that you put me in. Who stole me? My God, who stole me? Who child am I really? Girl, God has been dealing with me. God has been dealing with me. He done took me in this undercover bunker. And baby, I've been in communion with him. I've been sitting with him. I've been talking with him. And all of these feelings just been coming up, like certain things that would have me react a certain way has been coming up again. It's like little tests. Thank you, Catherine. It's like little tests been coming up against me, and he been just seeing, like, it feel like he been sitting back watching me. Like, what are you gonna do in this situation? I know how you felt over the years. I know the scars that has been imprinted on you over the years, but how are you gonna react in this season of your life? So, girl, this morning I got up. I was so excited. It was like I was rushing for something. Like, girl, yesterday God put so much confirmation in my system. And shout out to my girl Shelly. God put so much confirmation in my system while I was fellowshipping with my girl that I just could not deny it was him. I couldn't deny that it was him. It was things that we were talking about that only God knows we were talking about. It was things that I was telling God and I was asking God for that only he know about it. The only person that was in the room was me and him. How did she get the words from my spirit in her mouth to give me confirmation? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on now. I don't, girl, when I tell you out of the blue, let me calm down, y'all. Let me calm down because I got an outline. I'm used to going off my spirit, off the top of my head, but I have an outline. We gonna get there. We gonna get there, but I gotta tell y'all the real and the raw how I led up to this point. We gonna get there. Make sure y'all liking the live. Hello, Emily. Come on up in here, baby, because we got a lot to do. We got a lot to uncover today, girl. I just feel like the Holy Spirit done breathed on this message, baby. It's time to get it out. Like, I feel pregnant with something. I'm in the 9th month. I feel like my due date is right around the corner. I don't know if it's today. I'm trying to see, is it today? Is it today? Like, am I building up to something? Because, baby, he done had me get dressed. He said, girl, no, we ain't going no any type of way. I want excellence. I want you to be prepared. He done let me see, girl, God slowed down the time for me just so I can get ready. I can get prepared. So if you are in the live today, you in the building today, baby, you are witnessing something. I said, oh my God, whatever you're doing, I trust in you. And I could hear the Holy Spirit tell me, I'm doing something new. I'm doing something new. And as long as you on board with it, we can fly. As long as you on board with it, you can soar. As long as you on board with it, this could go smoothly. I could keep the turbulence to a I could keep the turbulence to a minimum. As long as you on board with it. Oh, most times I felt isolated, lonely. I felt like I didn't fit in anywhere I went. Like literally, like the friendships was wishy-washy. My relationship was with my family was wishy-washy. Relationships with men and different things, it just seemed like it was always one-sided. Like the moment that I tried to show my authentic version of myself, the fullness of myself, it didn't seem like people could take it. It didn't seem like people could handle it. Like as long as I was down beneath their feet, as long as I was a doormat, as long as I was a bridge to fill the gap for whatever they was trying to obtain, wherever they was trying to go, whatever they was trying to do, as long as I was a servant to what they had going on, I had community. The moment I stepped into the spotlight, the moment that I showed the authentic version of me, the moment I showed the realness, the rawness, I can feel the pullback. I could feel the pullback. I could feel like I felt it. I felt so judged. I would hear conversations. I would have conversations with people and I would feel so judged. I would feel like my thought process was higher than their comprehension level. I would feel like that the conversations had to be shallow in order for them to enjoy them. I felt like I had to decrease so they could feel increase. I felt like I had to hide so they can glow. I felt like I had to submit to something that was smaller than me. I said, God, I know this ain't how this supposed to be. I know this ain't how this is supposed to be. I felt the resistance. I felt the friction in the air. I felt it in my heart. I seen it with my own eyes. I could hear it in my own ears. I felt it with my own mind. I could see it. Girl, Kelly said, babysit their emotions. Oh my God. It wasn't. And this transpired all throughout my childhood. All throughout my childhood into my teenage years, some of my early adult years. It was just like the moment that glow really started to shine, you really started to believe in yourself, be comfortable enough to show your true authenticity, that God glow that's on the inside of you, it irritates people's spirit. It makes them feel so small. It makes them feel so insignificant. It makes them feel some type of way. And you can feel the rejection. You can feel the humiliation. You can feel the isolation. And it's something about God's children. It's something about God's children that just shake the earth. It shakes the spirit of man. It shakes something that people just ain't comprehend just yet. It's something about God's children. Whoo, we about to uncover something today. It's something about God's children. Baby, we can't sit at every table. We can't shake every hand. We cannot do business with everybody. We cannot be in friendships and relationships with everybody. We cannot do certain things that is accessible to everybody. We got permission to do what we want, but it's something about God's kids. It's something about them. He said, no, you ain't finna be out here running a muck. You gotta compose yourself. It's something about God's kids. He said, you are a representation of me. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. It's something about kingdom kids. We got a smell on us. We got a smell on us. My God. It's a smell on us that attract us. It's a smell on us that broken people attracted to. It's a smell on us that unhealed people are attracted to. It's a smell on us that insecure people are attracted to. It's a smell on us that handicapped people are attracted to. My God. Mm. My God. My God. Is a smell on us. Kingdom kids. Is a smell on us. Come on, Holy Spirit. Is a smell on us. Woo! Baby, demons cling to it. It's a smell. It's a shine. It's a glow. It's a oil. It's an anointing. It's healing. It's restoration. It's redeeming. It's closure. It's comfort. It's, oh my God, it's companionship that's within us that they are attracted to. But when that glow starts to shine, it gets too bright. It gets too bright. They don't want to handle that. They don't want to handle that. No, no, man. Because the moment that spirit open up on the inside of you and you start to be authentically you, oh, that flesh want to shut that down, baby. Them insecurities on the inside of people will come and try to shut that glow down. They don't want you to ever realize who you are and what God says you are. It's not anybody that could just handle a kingdom kid. It's people that can't just handle kingdom ways. It's people that cannot handle kingdom friendships. It's people that cannot do business with kingdom folks because we got to go by system. We govern by a system. And this system is not rooted in the crookedness of this world. This system is not rooted in the crookedness of idolatry. This system is not rooted in the crookedness of sexuality. Our system, we move different. On the inside, we move different. I used to sit amongst my family and we used to think endless thoughts to myself. What are these people talking about? The same old things, dead and gone. What are they talking about? Why are they living in the days that weren't even glorious? Why are they still reminiscing on the things that didn't even suit them then? Why are they still holding on to people who shook hands with the enemy that created the generational curse that we are right here, right now trying to break? Why are they still reminiscing on it? But the matters that needs to be addressed, they want to sweep up under the rug. Nobody got time to talk about the molestation. Nobody got time to talk about the secret adoption. Nobody got time to talk about the money laundering. Nobody got time to talk about the irresponsibility. Nobody got time to talk about why it's not a trust fund. Nobody got time to talk about why it's not anything passed down to the next generation. None of the things that needs to be discussed, nobody wants to talk about, but they want to reminisce on the old days. We out here now. We out here now. Baby, I don't know who about to come up in here. I don't know who about to come up in here that need to hear this. But baby, just know when you enter, we out here now. We are out here now. Because even though the moments that I felt that way, the moment that I felt isolated, the moment that I felt lonely, the moment that I felt misused, the moment that I knew people took from me and didn't want to give back to me, I still wanted to see the goodness in people. I still wanted to see people prosper. I still wanted to see people live up to their fullest potential. I still wanted to love on people. It was some strange thing in me that said my love could heal you. I'm talking about lonely, lonely in an ocean full of people, lonely in a world full of billions of people. I'm the only one that feel isolated. I'm the only one that feel pushed to the side. I'm the only one that's tucked off to the side because I can't get with what's going on. I don't fit into this world. Even when I was young, I didn't fit into this world. Kids out doing certain things that did not suit me. I didn't find an interest in it. Grown people out doing certain things that they should have already did in they young years. I could not get with the ways of this world. But I'm about to tell you why. I'm about to tell you why. Cause see, some of y'all may not want to admit it, but y'all been running around and y'all been a go-to person in all your situations. Y'all been a go-to person with your parent. You found yourself reparenting your parent. You found yourself raising your siblings, whether you was the youngest or the oldest. You found yourself being companions to your cousins, to their friends. You found yourself acting like the elder in the family. You found yourself being a go-to person in relationships. Your man couldn't get it right on his own, so you had to step in. You found yourself overcompensating for your woman because she ain't emotionally stable enough. You found yourself being a go-to and a glue for every situation you were in. Every situation you were in. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. God wouldn't have put the urgency on my belly if I was the only one. You look, y'all better come on out here and tell some real and raw truth. Real and raw truth, because that's the only way the healing gonna come. Snatch the band-aid off. Stop trying to cover it up. Stop trying to act like you came from a perfect situation because you don't want people to judge your family. The truth is the truth. What you endure is your truth. Can't nobody snatch that away from you. People can't tell you to feel how you felt in that moment. They can't justify what you got and what you did not get. Come on, stop with the cover-up. Your children are dependent on it. Your prosperity is dependent on it. Come on. What are you talking about? You mad at God for something you don't want to deal with. You don't want to deal with it. You don't want to bring the problem to him. Because you want to cover everybody else's dirty tracks up. You want to cover everybody else's flaws up. You want to carry the weight of the whole family on your back. You can't speak on certain things or they going to exit you out. Guess what? You already exit. You already pushed to the side. You already been mishandled. You already outside the family. You already the black sheep. What more can you do? Your existence done already bothered them. The glow on your inside already done bothered them. How much is you gonna keep to yourself? How much is you gonna keep to yourself? How much is you gonna allow them to take from you? You can't prosper in the later years of your life because you still holding the baggage from your childhood. You still holding the burdens from your childhood. You still holding the insecurities from your childhood, the abandonment from your childhood, the misuse from your childhood, the abandonment from your childhood. They already done abandoned you. How far is they gonna go? Hmm. I know I ain't the only one. I know I ain't the only one. And let me tell y'all this. So I'm feeling this type of way. I'm still trying to heal people. I'm still trying to love on people. I'm still trying to quote unquote fix people. Cause I just see the goodness in folks. I don't care what they do. I'm like, yeah, you can heal from that. Yeah, you that way of thinking ain't always gonna be that way. The stanky thinking ain't gonna always be like that. The way you talk to them kids ain't always gonna be like that. The way you do certain things ain't gonna always be like that. So I'm gonna love you unconditionally. Didn't know what I say, what I always tell y'all. Everything in life leave residue behind. Leaves residue behind. You felt like you was just loving on them unconditionally. You felt like you was just being a friend unapologetically. You felt like you didn't have all of these restrictions and these boundaries and it was good and this, that, and the third. Yeah, you felt like that. But you didn't acknowledge the fact that it was going to leave residue behind. It was going to mold and shape how you move in the upcoming years, the upcoming seasons of your life. This relationship was going to hold you hostage in the next season of your life. You did not understand that the decisions you were making was going to cost you a price. And now we here. Now we here. Now I found myself here. Now I felt myself questioning God. I couldn't understand how God was allowing people to constantly drink from my cup. And there was no one willing to pour for me. There was no one willing to uplift me. There was no one willing to rescue me. But I'm the Paw Patrol for everybody else. I'm the accountant for everybody else. I'm the parent. I'm the mentor. I'm the counselor. I'm the therapist, the fitness coach. I'm everything for everybody else. But nobody seemed to Paw Patrol me. And I'm steady pouring and pouring and pouring and pouring. Until the well went dry, Kelly. Till the well went dry. Till the well went dry. I didn't understand that even though I was making these sacrifices on the earthly side of things, I didn't realize that it was putting me closer and closer and closer to God. It was putting me closer and closer to his glory. It was putting me closer and closer to the promise that he made for me. It was putting me closer to his vicinity. It was putting me closer to his ear. It was putting me closer to his heart. It was putting me closer to my destiny. It was putting me closer to where I'm supposed to be. He said, I know how you feel. I can hear you. I know exactly how you feel. The pouring that you giving, the counseling that you giving, the healing that you giving it through me. And people on the outside looking in. People on the outside looking in, saying, why you keep getting blessed? Every time I see her, she got on some new shoes. Every time I see her, she got her hair laid. Every time I see her, she got a new car. Them kids look all right, girl. She always buying them kids these $200 and $300 shoes. And that girl, you know they done moved over there now. Now they got a bigger place, girl. It's always something, Every time I got blessed, it was a committee meeting here. It was a committee meeting held. It was a committee meeting held. My God, come on. Come on. And the blessings used to weigh so heavy for the people around me. But it never seemed to quench my own thirst. See those, baby, that residue. That residue. Come on now. It never seemed to quench my own thirst. I kept wanting more. I knew in my spirit, I could feel it. I said, it's gotta be more to life than this. But I was growing weary. I was growing weary. Thank you, love. I was growing weary waiting. And God was telling me already. He said, I'm doing something. I'm doing something in you. But since you don't want to come to me, you growing weary. Since you don't want to come to me, you don't see my hand. Since you don't want to, oh, since you don't want to come to me, you trying to figure out where the pouring is going to come from. I'm the one that's moving through you. I'm the one that's pouring through you. You don't want to come to me. My God. You don't want to come to me. What you looking for, I have it. I have it. Mm, mm, mm. Trying to figure out, sitting back. I'm talking about at this point, I'm young. Life is starting to take off. Things are happening. And I see my life going in certain directions, and I'm having to fight uphill battles, and I'm still pouring into the people around me, the ones that I feel like I have to pour into, not knowing that God was doing a certain thing in the background. I was literally going through life trying to figure out how and when God was going to bless a girl like me. Because even that residue, you study pouring and pouring and pouring, the relationship study falling through, the things study happening in life, it's study leaving scars on you. Now you're not even realizing that it's chipping away at your identity. It's chipping away at your self-esteem. It's chipping away at your self-respect. It's chipping away at your boundary level. It's chipping away at you. Yeah, you receiving favor from the Lord to do what you do, but you doing it unrealistically. Because even God has boundaries. Even Jesus had boundaries. My God, that wasn't even in my notes. My God. He said, mm, he said, you moving like this. You ignoring me. You study doing these things and you feeling like, oh, if I can help these people, I gotta be able to help myself. If I can help everybody else, I know that on the inside of me, deep down inside, I have a formula that I can help myself. Baby, I got a formula that I have given everybody else. And I'm seeing everybody else break free. I'm seeing everybody else have abundance. I'm seeing everybody else go and apply and get the job. I'm seeing everybody else be able to pay their bills. I'm seeing everybody else be able to save. I'm seeing other people raise their children. I'm seeing other people do certain things in their life, all off the formula that I gave them. So I know that deep down inside, I have a formula for myself. But it all goes back to being a kingdom kid. Being a kingdom kid. The formula that you give other people does not always work for you. And then in the mix, I'm doing all of these things. I'm doing all of these things for everybody around me. But I'm not realizing, and I'm ignoring the quiet, sneak dissing echo that lived in the back of my head. Why would this God that is over the whole universe bless someone as small as me? Has he forgotten about me? Because I'm talking to all these people and I'm seeing them get blessed. But what about what I'm asking for? What about what I'm praying for? We getting here. We getting here. We are getting here. I was hoping for a breakthrough, but didn't realize that one thought, one thought that built up from all the residue was holding me hostage to God's endless love and his possibilities. One thought left over, one thought formed from all of this residue. Come on in, Jeffrey. Come on in. One thought left over. I'm talking about it's quiet in the back of my head when I'm making decisions. It's quiet in the back of my head when I'm trying to figure out how God gonna bless me. It's quiet in the back of my head when I'm trying to get a recharge. But oh baby, it's loud. It's loud when it comes to pass. It's loud when it's time for me to move. It's loud when I need to listen and be connected to my Father. That one little thought that was formed by the residue of everything that I went through, all the relationships that I was in, all the friendships that came to an end, all the bull crap that was in my family, all the people that surrounded me, the things that was going on in the neighborhood that I grew up, the things that was imposing on my belief system in the school system. It was all of these things that brought me back to one thought, one sneak dissing thought. Has he forgotten about me? Why would he listen for me? Why would he bless me? Because even that one little thought formed all of these other little thoughts, all of these other little voices, all of this other little doubt, all of this other little friction, all of this other resistance, all this other rebellion, all of this other mischief. This one thought, this one thought. And then the enemy tried to use humility to make me feel like, oh, just because there's people out here whose situation is worse than mine, they gonna get handled first. They're gonna get handled first. My stuff got to go on the back burner. He'll get to me when he gets to me. That he played on my weakness. He played on how I was built. Just off that one little thought. I'm just a little old girl. I'm just somebody small. And this big sea of people. I know for a fact God ain't listening for my prayers. Based off that one little thought. Based off that one little thought. I know he can't. He can't. He can't. I'm sitting here hoping for a breakthrough, but did not realize one thought was holding me hostage. So I tried to do everything. And look, come on now, we're going to tell the truth here. I tried to do everything in my power, for God to find something in me to bless me through. I'm talking about any and everything. Any and everything I could do, made through my own insecurities, for him to use it to bless me. Something by my own hands. And if y'all wondering, oh, well, that ain't me. That ain't me on these rundown jobs. Chasing every degree and certification that you can find. Things that you're not even interested in. Things that don't suit you. Things that don't even speak to your character. Things that don't even speak to where you're going. Things that are not conducive to your growth. Things that are going to hold you back. Things that are going to limit you for what God wants to do in your life. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Oh, society speeds everything up. If you work this job, you got to have 3 side hustles. You got to have this. You got to have that. You got to do this. You got to do that. Who is your God? Huh. Who is your God? Hmm. Who is your God? Let's sit on that for a second. Let's sit on that for a second. Just for a second. Because I'm doing all of these things, but everything seemed to be making me feel even more stuck. Because now my time is divided up. Now I can't even focus. Now I can't even hear the voice of God. Let alone be in communication with him. I can't even sit and cry and soak at his feet because I got somewhere to be. I got to attend something. I got to tend to someone. So I'm piling more and more on my plate. Now I'm hearing managers. Now I'm hearing customers. Now I'm hearing this, then that, hearing everything in the world but God. Everything in the world but God. I'm questioning everything, my identity, my purpose, not realizing that even though I had the right motive, I had the wrong roots. The the thought was, why would he bless somebody as small as me? So I need to be doing something in the meantime, in between time, to get my own blessing, to make my own blessing. Who your God? Who your God? Not realizing that all of these things was building a newly constructed townhome in a city of self-sabotage and idolatry. Hmm. Hmm. I'm building residence here. I'm taking dominion over self-sabotage. I'm taking dominion over idolatry. I'm resting my feet right here. Because if I go out and I apply for this application and I get this job, I'm resting my feet at this place. I'm resting right here. All because I couldn't wait on the true and living God. I couldn't wait for him to breathe another fresh breath into my lungs. I couldn't wait for him to prosper me. I couldn't wait for him to bless my household. I had to take things into my own hands. I'm building a newly constructed townhome right here in the city of self-sabotage, right here in idolatry, placed right at the intersection. Right at the intersection of faithless. Faithless. I have no faith in what he can do for me. I'm sitting right here at the corner. My home, my resting place is right here between Faithless and Disappointment Avenue. I have no faith on what he's about to do and how he's about to do it. Because see, I done set up my own idols. When I walked in and I put this job down and I put that job down, now I'm working around this schedule. Now I got to get dressed and get off of this. And now I got to go here. Now I got to work at the end of the night and up until the morning when the sun come up on my side hustles. Now I got to do all of these things. When his word said to be faithful and excellent in whatever it is that I'm doing. Whatever it is that I'm doing. Come on now. Come on now. I'm out here making my own idols. Trying to find my own blessing. Trying to work my own miracle signs and wonders like I'm God. All because I kept pouring from an empty cup. All because I felt isolated and rejected. All because I didn't fit in. All because I was out here lonely. All because I was thirsting for more. All because I wasn't connected to who I came from. I was not connected to who I came from. My cup wasn't never going to be filled by man. Hello, my cup wasn't never going to be filled by man. When your calling is bigger than your circumstances, your calling is bigger than the people around you, your calling is bigger than your city, your calling is bigger than your current mission, your calling is bigger than your environment, your cup will be too. You able to constantly pour to all these different people because you pour from a cup that's bigger than theirs. Come on now. You got to go to the one and only true living God, the living water, to be filled up again. He got an endless supply. He can fill up a cup that's massive. Come on now. Come on now. Massive. Your cup too big for these folks. Your cup is too big for these people. It's too big for their dream. That's why when you dream about something, when you got a vision about something, you got to keep it buried on inside of you. You got to go into the secret place, into prayer, and release it to your God, because the vision is too big for man to comprehend. I'm disconnected from my God. I'm disconnected from my God. I could not hear him. I didn't know how to seek his word. I didn't know how to be committed to him. I didn't know how to be faithful to him. I didn't know how to hold on and wait for him. I didn't know how to steward the little that he gave me. I didn't know how to sit back and wait. But God. Hello. But God. We out here now. We out here now. And I told y'all, we gonna speak real and raw, unapologetic over here. Baby, it ain't nothing to hide about my God. Because the same way you got up this morning and you was able to wash your face, wash your tailbone, plug that phone up, and get on the internet, my God was the one who did it. So it ain't nothing apologetic about my God. No, baby, I'm open, real, and raw. Sorry if that offends somebody. But once you get in his covering, once you get connected to him, you will want to dwell there the same way. You will want to be amongst him all the time. You think it's your boyfriend? No, Lord. You think it's your boyfriend? Get a kiss from the Lord. Get a hug from the Lord. Get some relationship from the Lord. And see, won't you forget about your man? See, won't you forget about your woman? See, won't you forget about your friends? It'd be crazy how we quit to announce we in a relationship on social media. We quit to announce that. But when you love God, you got to hide in secret. Come on. Let's talk about it now. We out here. I told you, go ahead, lay the fitted hat on the dresser, lay the wig on the dresser, child. Get comfortable, put your house slippers on, all of that, because we out here now. I'm in my business, y'all too. Why not? Why not? God all up and through it. Why not? Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. And I'm reading from the Message version. It says in Isaiah 43, when you're between a rock and a hard place, but now, God's message, the God who made you in the first place, Jacob, the one who you got started with, Israel, don't be afraid. I've redeemed you. I've called your name. You are mine. When you were in over your head, I'll be there with you. When you're in rough waters, I will not go down. You will not go down. When you're between a rock and a hard place, it won't be a dead end. It won't be a dead end because I am your God, your personal God, the Holy of Israel, your Savior. I paid a huge, he meant to say it. He said, I paid a huge price for you. All of Egypt with rich Cush and Seba thrown in. That's how much you mean to me. That's how much I love you. I'll sell off the whole world to get you back. Trade the creation just for you. He traded and gave his only begotten son just for us. So why? Why would I believe that small thought that said he can't bless a little old black girl like me, a little old girl from the state of Mississippi, a little old girl who got an accent, a little old girl who can't pronounce all her words, a little old girl that got pregnant at 14, a little old girl that stayed in the hood, a little old girl that had to eat off the EBT card, a little old girl that's standing in the line of the pantry waiting on free food, a little old girl with a little hole in her jeans who pants a little flood, a little old girl who dropped out of high school. He said, I paid a price for you. You are mine. I called you by name. What do you talk about? What are you talking about? Who's speaking to you? Who's speaking to you? Who asked you that question? Who told you that? Where did that come from? Where did it come from? I don't care what you look like. I don't care what your mama and them said you look like. Who gave you that thought? Come on. We out here now. Who gave you that thought? That said a God like me? Because he introduced himself. Let me tell you about the God that we hide. He introduced himself. He said, because I am your God. I am God, your personal God, the Holy of Israel, your Savior. That's who I am. You can't hide me in the scenes like no sneaky link. I don't do sneaking. I don't do geeking. I am your God, the only God, the true and living God. Hello? He said, you can't hide me in those scenes, baby. Who told you that? I paid a price for you, a huge price for you. I gave my only son for you. So who told you I couldn't bless you? Verse 5 and 7 said, don't be afraid. I'm with you. I'll round up all your scattered children. Put them in from east and west. Pull them in from east and west. I'll send orders north and south to send them back. Return. Hello. Come on now. Return. You can't return from something that you didn't come from. You can't return somewhere you ain't never been. He said, return my sons from distant lands, my daughters from far away places. I want them back. Every last one who bears my name, every man, every woman, and every child whom I created for my glory. Yes, personally formed and made each one of them. This is from Isaiah 43, verses 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. He said, my children, mine. They don't belong to this world. They in this world, but not of this world. They are mine. Return all of them back. None of them belong to you. Return all of them back. No wonder you feel lonely. No wonder you felt rejected. No wonder you felt isolated. No wonder you felt like you didn't belong. No wonder you felt the way that you did. He said, return them back. Now mine started at a different point in life. Where did yours start at? When did you start to feel lonely? When did you start to feel isolated? What part of your life took you off the pathway where you couldn't find your way back home? Who got in your ear and made you question the father that you came from? The kingdom that you came from? You are royalty. When did you start to forget that? When? We out here now, y'all. We out here now. It ain't no going back. It ain't no going back. We out here now. We out here now. And we gonna find our way back home. Huh. If you wanted the sound of my voice, we gonna find our way back home. Cause see, my father is calling for me. When I feel isolated and alone, my father is calling for me. When he stripped me away from friendships, when he stripped me out of relationships, when he turned the whole table over on the bad deal, when he do the things that he do, he calling for me. And I don't know about y'all, but I must answer my father. If I can answer all of these other men who don't even provide for me, if I can go and I can answer the phone when a job call, and even though the checks don't cover my bills, even though the checks ain't enough for my kids, even though the checks ain't enough for my grandkids, I can answer the phone for a manager, but I can't answer when my father called. The one who paid a price for me, the one who come on now, the one who put me in his own, made me out of his own image. Come on now. The one who gave his only begotten son, the one who breathed the breath of life in me this morning that made me able to get up on the side of the living, the one who calls me a royal priesthood, the one who called me his daughter, the one who called me by name, the one who counted the hairs on my head, the one who formed me in my mother's womb. I can't answer him. Something ain't right. Some ain't right. I gotta hide in the crevices when I'm dealing with my father. He gotta sneak and geek around the back door and come through the alley and peep in the window and say, psst, 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 psst. Huh? What happened? What happened? Because when that sneaky link called your phone, he called you out in the open. He called you out in the open. When the girl that was just talking about you last week called you and wanted to kiki about somebody, she called you out in the open. The beefing that's going on the internet, they called you out in the open. But your father can't call you? Huh? Oh, something going on here. Some ain't right here. Some ain't right here. Because, see, I know about that residue. I know about that residue. And out here building your own idols. Your own idols. Y'all out here doing things in the back darkness that you can't even get out of. Yeah, we out here now. You shaking hands with people that you know you ain't supposed to be in business with. You laying down in beds that you know you ain't supposed to be in. You talking about people you know you ain't supposed to speak on. You doing things that's going to question your royalty. It's leaving residue. It's leaving residue. It's leaving a trail of stankiness behind. Come on now. Come on now. We out here. But we so far off the path that even people who is trying to get back to their father gotta try. We gotta tone it down. I gotta tone down the gospel. I gotta tone down my life manuscript. I gotta tone down my love for the creator. But Sexy Red could talk about her booty hole? Huh. Come on now. We can exploit our women. We can lock up our men and scream to the mountaintop. But I can't talk about my God unapologetic. Huh. 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 Like, come on now. Come on. What got you thinking like that? What got you thinking like that? I can guess. Come on, keep up with me. I can guess. I can make an educated guess, considering the fact that I don't travel down the same road. I can make an educated guess. You just put your finger on which one it is when I get to your lane. When I woke up beside your car, blow your horn when I'm near you. What they say? Marco Polo. Let me know when I'm near you. We got all these idols we done made for ourselves to get this blessing. Okay. All right, cool. I'm sitting here. I'm wondering. God started speaking. He started speaking. He had to take me underground, close me off from everybody, close me off from everything that I thought and I knew for a fact could be normal. I'm talking about what I felt like was my normal. He snatched it up. He snatched it up. So I'm left to deal with all my emotions on my own. Because see, now I can't hide. Now I can't hide. Now I don't have my idols to worship to. I can't go to this job no more. I can't deal with these people over here no more. This business venture done fell off. The school got me stressed out, so I gotta take a semester off. These kids running amok, so I'm just look, God, I'm leaving it to you. I'm leaving it to you. He done took all these things that done had my attention. All of these idols I've been worshiping. He done snatched them up. And me too. So now I'm left to ask myself all of these questions from the emotions that I'm feeling. Because, oh, baby, when he snatched something from us, we start crying like the kids that we are. Lose your job tomorrow and see once you start crying. Let your business fall through and see once you start crying. Let your house get robbed or something and see once you start crying. See once the tantrum start coming through. Oh God, why you forsaking me? Answering all of these questions, doing all of these things, all of the emotions gonna come through. So I'm sitting here, I'm going through everything. I'm seeing everybody else get blessed. God, why my blessing ain't came through? God, you done uprooted everything I thought to be normal. All the idols that I done made for myself, God, you done came and snatched them. God, what am I going to do now? God, why you leaving me like this? God, haven't I done enough? God, ain't I righteous enough? God, ain't I worthy enough? God, what's going on? He said, no, don't ask me the question. Ask you the question. Ask yourself. Why are you questioning me? He said, I don't mind answering legitimate questions. I don't mind answering legitimate questions. But when you start treading down a lane that ain't from him, about him, you got to reroute the questions. You got to reroute the questions. So I got to ask the question to y'all. What idols have you been praying to bless you? Come on, be real with yourself. This ain't just no lie. Be real with yourself. If this popped up on your timeline, you ain't never seen my old little country self. You ain't never talked to me before. You don't know me from the toenail polish on your cousin's feet. Hello? You think he just put this on your timeline just for that? Just for you to sit here and look at my nice shirt? What idols have you been praying to bless you? Number one. Number two, what caused you to doubt yourself and then doubt God? Hey, good sis, come on up in here, girl. Come on. Come on now. Come with your good shoes on and your edges laid, because, baby, we out here now. What caused you to doubt yourself and doubt God? What blessings are you blocking yourself from receiving and then blaming God? I'm going to run that back one more time. What blessings are you blocking and then blaming God for the reason you haven't received it? You got to ask yourself them questions. You got to ask yourself them questions. You know what you do on a day-to-day basis. You know what you do in the dark. You know what you do when you alone. You know the thoughts that you have. You know the way you speak about people. You know the thoughts that run through your head. You know the actions that you make. You know the disobedience that's playing in your court. You know what it is. Stop playing with them. You trying to hold back your worship? Oh no, I can't praise God. I can't go to church. I can't do this. I can't do that. All because you got 99 reasons. All because. Come on now. Some of y'all is going to be small things. Some of y'all, it may be big things. You know what it is, though. Ask yourself. Be grown. Be the adult that you say you are. Be the adult that you want the world to recognize you as. Be the emotional, mature person that you should be at this age. Ask yourself the tough questions. What it is that you are making God pay the price for. What idols have you been worshiping? Is it your job? Is it your man? Is it your woman? Is it them kids? Is it that weed? Is it that drink? Is it that sneaky link? Is it that prostitute that you've been hitting up on OnlyFans? What is it that you've been doing? Where we at with it? Where we at with it? You got to ask the questions. Because see, baby, I promise you, this season of my life, I've been having to ask myself so many uncomfortable questions. Girl, I'm about to run up out of here. I've been sitting over here pouting like a little baby. God, come on now. Is it over? Is the pruning over, God? He said, no, it ain't over until you come out the wilderness. And to the land in which I called you to. It ain't going to be over until you do the internal work that leads you back to me. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. Ask yourself the tough questions. Ask yourself what got you to this point. What happened in your life that led you to this point? What happened in your life that made you adopt a philosophy that is not kingdom-like? What happened in your life that made you lose your identity? The identity in which you were given before your mama and them conceived you. The identity in which your permanent address is laid at. The one who got your pictures in the hallway. The one who wrote your name in the life. Come on now. Come on, Ella. Come on now. The one who wrote your name in the Lamb books of life. Come on now. Who wrote your name down? The one who got you on the mailbox. The one who said this is their residence. The one who said this is my child. I take authority over my kid. I take possession over my kid. I take providing for my kid. I take every responsibility concerning my kid. What made you strip down and put on somebody else's clothes? Wear somebody else's identity? What made you strip who you truly was? What was it? Who was it? Who did it? Come on now. Come on. If we're going to talk about it, we're going to talk about it. And see, I'm passionate about it because this, I promise you, I know this journey. And I've been learning and keeping tabs on the tests that he been asking me, the questions that been arising in my spirit that I got to ask myself. I've been taking note. Yeah, I can't do life in the flesh. I can't just walk around and be oblivious to what's going on around me. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The grandmama was abused. The mama was abused. The baby girl got abused. The daddy was abused. The son got abused. You know what I'm talking about. You know the oblivious thought process that I'm talking about. Come on now. Come on now. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. What led you up to this point? What seeds was planted in your soil? What seeds was planted in your soil that made you doubt yourself and doubt the potential of the Lord? The possibilities of the Lord, the endless love of the Lord. What was planted in you? Who put it there? What put it there? What put it there? Was it them little sneak dissing little jokes they used to make back in the day when you was a kid? Was it the jokes that they made about how you looked, what you wore, your facial features, your size, your hair texture, your color? What was it? You know what jokes I'm talking about? I'm talking about the ones that they said, oh, stop crying. It ain't that serious. I'm just playing. Them little jokes. Was it that? That makes you doubt who you are? Was it that? We going on down. Come on now. Come on now. Was it that? Was it the bullying? Did it start when the bullying started? The bullying at the school, the bullying on the playground, the bullying in the household, the bullying at the family reunion. When did it start? Or did it start from that broken or failed relationship that you was in? Or the friendship? When you thought they was going to be your besties for life? When you thought it was the man that you was going to marry? When you thought you was about to put the ring on the woman's finger? When did it start? Did you think y'all was going to be together forever? Did you think this was the person you was going to do life with? And when they left, you started to question yourself. When the next woman came in, you started to question yourself. When she snuck and went around the corner with the next man, where did it start? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. We get real and raw over here. We ain't got nothing to hide over here. Let's talk about it. Matter of fact, let's go a little deeper. Because like I said, beep your horn when I'm right by your car. When I'm coming up the block, beep your horn. When I'm coming up the block, beep your horn. Because see, my daddy been standing at the door waiting patiently. He knocking. He a gentleman. He been calling your phone looking for you. But since you couldn't hear him, he sent his loudmouth daughter. So hello, here we go. We out here. We out here now. Since you couldn't answer daddy's phone call, we out here now. Because see, I don't care about getting a little loud. I don't care. I don't care about coming up and snatching the lace front off so I can see your real edges. I don't care about removing the black spray so I can see your line and receiving back. I don't care. I'll come traveling right up your lane. Let me know if I'm there. Hello? Because we can, it's I'm so tired of the cute shenanigans. Yeah, all the aesthetically pleasing preaching and all the aesthetically pleasing lifestyles and community and fellowshipping and all of that in the ways of this where everything got to be so cookie cuttery. But life is nasty. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? My God. What are you talking about? It's nasty out here. Things are happening out here for real. What made you adopt an identity that is not yours? What made you start blaming God for what you did not receive that was already given to you? Already promised to you. Come on now. Was it when your mama stopped caring? Yeah. We can't make it seem like it'd be just all daddy. Was it when your mother stopped caring? Or was it when daddy didn't come back home? Or was it the nights that you was hoping and wishing that he would come and rescue you, even though you never seen his face? Was it when DCFS came and took y'all and put y'all in foster care? Was it the adoptive home that you was in? Was it the adoptive parents that supposed to be took care of you? Was it the brother and sister that was supposed to be your family that violated you? What was it? What made you lose your faith? What made you start worshiping idols that can't do nothing for you? What made you turn your back on the call when your father made it? What made you stop calling on his name? What made you stop asking him for mercy? What made you stop asking him to bless you? Come on. What was it? What was it? Come on. What was it? We out here. We out here. Was it the empty promises of this world that they couldn't keep? Was it the empty promises of this world that they were never able to fulfill for you? We back at them idols. We back at them idols. What was it? What kept you down? What made you open? When did the hope for change start to die on the inside of you? Who or what made you feel unworthy? Was it the DV? Was it the depression? Was it the teenage pregnancy? Was it the abortion? Was it the miscarriage? What was it? Come on. Come on. He called you by name. What made you not hear his voice? What made you not hear it? Was it the abuse that you endured as a child that nobody wanted to believe? Nobody wanted to resolve. Nobody wanted to uncover. Nobody wanted to consult you about. Nobody wanted to comfort you about. Nobody wanted to make sure you were okay. Come on. Come on. What was it? It's time to get it all from under the rug, baby. You can't go no farther until you start answering these questions. God is literally waiting at the door patiently for you to come back home. Look, come on now. Come on. What is it? We got to get to the root of this thing. Was it the physical illness that you felt like only you had and nobody else would understand what you was going through and that the Lord could not heal you? Was it that? Was it that? When did you start to not believe God loved you? What made you start to think like that? What made the hope die in your belly? What made you form the idols? What made you not believe in yourself? What made you think that God did not care, or his ears was too high in the sky for you to be heard? His arms was too short for him to grab you. His heart was too full for him to love you. His spirit was too much to engulf you. What made you stop loving on him? What made him? My God, my God, what made you turn away from him? Come on, Holy Spirit. What made you turn away from him? What did they do to you out here in this world that made you think you was not a kingdom kid? That made you think just because your mama and daddy laid down together, that was the reason why you was here? What made you start believing the identity that the enemy put on you? What voice came in the back of your head after the trauma happened that made you question life? What made you jump to conclusions? Come on. Come on. Y'all said y'all wanted to come outside. Come on, we outside. Let's go. Let's go. Hmm. Hmm. And if you still off in this thing, check on in this thing. Check on in this thing. Make sure you share this live. Somebody else need this healing. Make sure you share this live. Somebody else needs this. Take a moment. Take a moment to leave this physical place and walk into God's presence right now. If this live caught you in the midst of anything, if this live confused you and popped up on your timeline and you feel like everything or something resonated with your spirit, take a moment to walk into his presence. Ask him to align your heart and your mind for just this one moment. Your heart and your mind needs to be connected in this moment. Ask him. He's been waiting for you anyway. Remember. Bring it to his remembrance. God, you said you was a God of wholeness. Wholeness. Can I have it right now? Could I have it for just a moment? Can I dwell in your presence for just a moment? Could I get some peace that surpasses all understanding for just a moment? Could I get some endless love for just a moment? Can I get the comfort of the Holy Spirit for just a moment? Can I be a friend for just a moment? Can I get a listening ear for just a moment? Come on now. Come on. Sometimes you got to let all that extra go. Oh, it ain't worth all that. Cry out to your God. When the bills do, you cry out. When somebody gone, you cry out. When the relationship ain't working no more, you cry out. When the idols ain't producing what they can't produce no way, you cry out. Hmm. 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 Obedience is better than sacrifice. What friction? What friction? Because see, look, baby, I've been in worship all day because I know how the enemy play. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. I know how he play. What friction is being caused right now that make you not connect with what you need to be connected to? Why are you not being allowed access to your files? Because some of the questions that have been asked tonight will resonate with anybody who has a open mind, anybody who is strong enough to go, the one who's going to move in boldness. The one who's going to move in boldness, the fragile one, the little small timid one who ain't going to come up against the enemy and say, let me go right now. Let me go. Because I need to answer these questions. What happened in my life that made me stop believing that God could bless me? He could stop. What happened in my life that he can't redeem me, or that I felt like he couldn't redeem me? What thought was put in my head that made me feel like this was the end all be all, that I'm stuck here in this place? Huh. I've been wanting to open my business for so long. I've been wanting to travel the world for so long. I've been wanting healing for so long. I wanted to bear a child for so long. I wanted to be redeemed from that relationship for so long. I wanted my mind and my heart to be aligned for so long. I wanted to be at peace for so long. What is it that you have been crying out about, that now you don't even feel the urge to answer? You don't even feel the urge to acknowledge. Don't walk away from that friction, baby. Do not walk away from that friction. Why? Why you not allow access to your own files? This is the moment where you ask God, expose my open door. And I bet you, if you answer any of the questions that I just asked you, when did the trauma start? When did the shortcomings start? When did the self-doubt start? When did the crucifixion start? If you answered any of those questions, you will know exactly what an open door is. The door that allowed doubt access. The same door that allowed your faith to exit. What situation left the door open? Them old people used to be like, you go out that door, you better close that door behind you. Don't leave that door open. And guess what? You ain't about to be opening and closing my door. You better get somewhere and sit down. You better get somewhere and sat down. Not sit down, sat down. You better ask God where the door was opened at. Who left it open? Was it a friendship? Was it a relationship? Was it your mama? Was it your daddy? Was it your cousin? Was it the things that they said to you? Was it the things that were done to you? Was it the events that you went through? Was it the decision making that you had? Was it the alcoholism? What was it that left the door open? Come on now. What was it? The experimenting you was doing with 2 or 3 people, 4 or 5 people who had something on them that left the door open within you. Come on. This is your memory card, your storage unit, not mine. I'm examining mine. This is yours. And you should be able to go through your personal belongings whenever you get ready. The enemy shouldn't be able to stop you. Your mama and them shouldn't be able to stop you. Your family shouldn't be able to stop you. How the world see you shouldn't be able to stop you. Because guess what? It's still your file. You got to live with it whether they comfortable with it or not. It's still your file. You better take authority of the property that belongs to you. And whatever too heavy for you to carry, you better send it on back to your daddy. You better give it to your daddy. You better give it to your daddy. Because, baby, look, anything that seem like is attached to a Extinction Ghetto, my daddy got to take it. You about to blow me. You done said something that's crazy. I'm going to cast it on to my daddy. Let me call my daddy. Because I ain't got time. I don't have the capacity. I don't want the capacity. What is it? Who in your bloodline shook hands with the enemy? Was it your grandma? Was your granddaddy a Freemason? What was it? Who was it? What happened in your bloodline that shook hands with the enemy that gave him access to you? And your thoughts. Because your thoughts govern your belief system. Your belief systems govern your actions. So who shook hands with the enemy? Was it them that left the door open? Who was it? Hmm. Hmm. Let's go. Who was it? Who was it? So God says in Isaiah 65:13 through 16. Hmm. Because see, now that we got the questions out the way, now that we got our part out the way, this is what God had to say. Because see, he loves a good dialogue, baby. That's one thing. He loves a good dialogue. And the title of this passage just caught my attention because see, I ain't even realized this. Like I said, I'm reading from the Message version because I wanted to break it down. Girl, I've been reading from the Message version, going over to the NIV version, going over to the the King James version. Girl, I just been getting different understanding. God been downloading so much into me that girl, it's just been pouring out, just pouring out. And I'm like, God, whatever you want to say, baby, I'm here. I am here. Use me because, baby, I don't care about getting a little loud now. That's just one thing. We can talk loud about stupid stuff. Why not be loud about God? Huh? Hello. So he says, but just as one bad apple doesn't ruin the whole bristle, there are still plenty of good apples left. So I'll preserve those in Israel who obey me. I won't destroy the whole nation. I'll bring out my true children from Jacob and the heirs of my mountains from Judah. He said he'll bring out his true children. He won't destroy the whole nation just because it was a couple bad apples amongst you. And then he went on to say, pay close attention. This is verse 17 through 25. He said, new heavens and a new earth. Pay close attention now. I'm creating new heavens and a new earth. All the earlier troubles, chaos, and pain are all things of the past to be forgotten. Look ahead with joy. Anticipate what I am creating. Hmm. Anticipate what I'm creating. Because and if you keep on reading on down, he talks about how all of the idols and everything won't, like, anything that you try to create with your own hands will not prosper. Because he already has things that he wants to give to you. Huh. And this is why it is so important, because it's so important to be connected with your Father. It's so important to be connected to God through Jesus Christ, through Jesus Christ, through Jesus Christ. The one that sit at his right hand, your attorney, the one that advocates for you, the one that already speaks to our Father for us. Nothing else but Jesus Christ. Come on now. Let's get back to the basics. And then build from there. Strip it down to the foundation. Strip it down to the foundation. He don't care about rebuilding nothing. Strip it down to the foundations so it can withstand what you praying for. You build this stuff up on doubt. You build this stuff up on trauma. You build this stuff up on self-sabotage. You build this stuff up on disappointment. You build this stuff up on PTSD. You build this stuff up on lack of self-esteem. What is going to really be able to sustain if this is what your foundation consists of? I don't care if you go out and build a Fortune 500 company, you still gonna be empty on the inside. I don't care if you get married with your picket white fist and little furry dog and 3 amazing kids, you still gonna be empty on the inside. What are we talking about? You get the music career tomorrow, you still gonna be empty on the inside. Now the door is still open. So everything that comes with that lifestyle gonna walk right through. You build a ministry and you empty, everything that comes walking through is going to have access to you. It's time to shut the door. It's time. Because I don't even know. The door started with the thought. What happened with your life that led to the thought that unlocked the door? And what did they do that kept the door open? What happened? Because it wasn't just a straight shot there. You had to take some turns. You had to take some maneuvers. What happened? Huh? In verse 66, 3-4, God said, because when I invited you, you ignored me. When I spoke to you, you brushed me off. You did the very things I exposed as evil. You chose what I hate. But listen to what God has to say to you. Reverently respond to his word. And this is what he said. He said, your own families hate you and turn you out because of me. They taunt you. Let us see God's glory. If God's so great, why aren't you happy? But they're the ones who are going to end up shamed. ah, they're the ones that's going to end up shamed. He said, I got so much more for you. You just don't even know. You just don't even know. Like, I want so much for you. I want for you to live a life of abundance. I want you to have prosperity. I want you to have peace and joy and delights. Come on. Come on. Y'all better go and read your Bible. If you don't have one, you better download the Bible Is app. It's a red little app that you can get on Apple Store, Google Play, whatever you got. It's a red little app called Bible Is IS. And you download that app and let the Bible read to you. Let the app read to you and consume that word so you can stop putting on somebody else's clothes, girl. You can, sir, you too grown for that. Stop putting on somebody else's clothes and wear your own. You are royal priesthood. You come from the Most High God. You should not lack anything in any area. In any area, you should not lack anything. Because we don't serve and we did not come from a broke, poor God. We didn't. You have been watching people get blessed all your life. Some through the matters of their own hands, some through the dealings of the enemy. But guess what? Whenever you get something that come from the enemy, he comes to collect, baby. He comes to collect. He want all his investment back. He's not giving you nothing without you doing something for him. You gonna give something back, and most likely it's gonna be the most precious thing you got, and that's your soul. You gonna pay the price. You gonna pay the price. God wants to prosper you just because he loves you. He already paid the price for you. He paid the price for you. He said, the only thing I come to collect on is my glory. That's it. Baby. Hello? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? He so desperately wants to do life with us. I'm talking about in every capacity. He want the big and the small. He want the ugly and the raw. He want the real and the fake. He want to be in community and relationship with us. He want us to talk to him throughout the day. If you standing at the kitchen washing dishes, talk to him. Thank him for the dishes that you have. Thank him for the house that you live in, able to wash the dishes. Thank him for the stove that cook your food. Thank him for the water that run out your sink. Thank Thank him for the clothes your kids have on their back, the beds that they sleep in, the key that unlock your door. Thank him for the car that you ride in, the gas that's in the car that move you from point A to point Z. Thank him for the wig that's on your head. Thank him for everything. Be in community with him. Talk with him. Cast your worries onto him. Them kids don't have to do life with just you. Them not your kids anyway, girl. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. Them not your kids anyway. That man is not your man. Speak it to the sisters. That man is not your man. He belong to God. He acting a fool, send him back to his daddy. You don't know how to handle the situation, send it to his daddy. Them kids not your kids. You just an earthly babysitter. Treat them like they belong to the Most High God. Anything pertaining to them, you go to the Most High God. You do your part as the babysitter. You clothe, feed, and spoil them. Take care of them. Nurture them. Anything that you would want a babysitter to do to your kid long term, that's what you do to God's child. You treat them just like they come from a royal priesthood. You treat them how you would want your parent to treat you. Or to, hello, you treat them just like they belong to the holy God. Holy. Them not your kids. You are an earthly babysitter. Don't abandon your duties. Don't slack on your duties. Oh, this all I got. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You go down the assignment list. You do what you are humanly possible or capable of doing, and the rest you send to God. You pray about it. God, how can I do this? How can I fulfill this assignment? How can I show up in this capacity? How can I pour from this perspective? You go to God when something is out of your ability, your ability. That's where you go. Huh. Come on now. Come on. He wants the children, the father of the children, the family you come from, the brokenheartedness that's on the inside, the rejection, the bills, the isolation, the disrespect, the finances, the household, the community. He wants it all. It's his anyway. Why are you trying to take possession of somebody else's stuff, including yourself? He said, I called you by name. You are mine. If some ain't right, I'm quick to say, could I speak to the manager, please? Could I speak to the manager, please? If I got a problem, you better be sure I'm going to issue a complaint to management. This is your establishment. This is your issue. Know your position. Know your identity. Know your authority. Know your ability. Know what is yours and know what is his. Prosperity is yours. Wholeness is yours. Peace is yours. Joy is yours. Delight is yours. Comfort is yours. Knowledge is yours. Wisdom is yours. Faith is yours. I don't want nothing that ain't mine. You hear me? I don't want nothing that ain't mine. And I don't want no door that is not from God. Okay. Close all of those. Everything. If it's not from God, shut it down. If my daddy didn't hand pick it, gift, wrap it, I don't want it. I don't want it. No, ma'am. No, sir. I'm cool. He want the broken side of us. He want the real and the raw unhealed part. He want everything. Because really, if you adopt the mindset that no one has the strength and ability to heal or to help you because of who you come from and what you are, you will understand that you got to seek something higher, somebody bigger, somebody bolder, somebody better, somebody realer. Come on now. Only if you think higher of yourself. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Baby, you don't got to dim your light to walk in that room. Let the light go with you. Let the light go with you. Come on now. Come on now. Let the light go with you. Don't leave it behind. Don't leave your identity behind. Take it with you. It's like your fingerprint. Your identity is your fingerprint. Whatever you want to unlock, put your fingerprint on it. And the only way you can do that is you walking in your truest identity, who he said you were and who you're connected to. Baby, he said my name hold weight. My kingdom hold weight. We don't have to lack for nothing around here. Nothing at all. Nobody got to go without. If you going without, you choosing to. If you going without, you not seeking me enough. If you going without, you're not believing enough. And everybody try to hold on to the fact. Let's nip this in the bud too before we close out. Everybody want to hold on to the fact that, oh, I can have faith the size of a mustard seed. That's the bare minimum he gave you. The bare minimum. But why is that all you get to do? Why is that all you want to do? That's the bare minimum. You give more to, do I need to call it out? You give more to your job. Yeah, you can say, oh, that's not in my job description all day long, but it's something on that shift that got you going a little bit above and beyond. There's something in that relationship that is not in your description as a spouse, but you going above and beyond to do. You out here acting like his mama, his accountant, his therapist, everything. You out here doing things that are out of your job description, but you can't get him a little more. You can't believe a little longer, a little harder, a little bigger. Come on. We got to get it together. We got to get it together. Time is of the essence. He said, I want to pour out a blessing. I am doing a new thing. Baby, that thing tore me up. He said, I am doing a new thing. A new heaven. A new earth. Huh. Come on now. Pay close attention. I am creating a new heaven and a new earth. All the earlier troubles, chaos, and pain are things of the past to be forgotten. All the things you've been worrying about, all the things you've been carrying around, all the things that you trying to suppress, you think you don't suppress, you think don't bother you no more, you think it's not governing how you move, you think it's not a problem, but it's really everything. It's the little foxes. Come on now. He said, I'm doing a new thing. Anticipate what I'm creating. Anticipate means to wait and hope. Come on now. To be excited for, to expect something. When you believe in something, you expecting something. Don't let your expectations die. Don't let your hope for change die. Come on. Please don't. He's calling you back. He said, return my children. Return all of them. Every man, every woman, and every child. Didn't I just tell you? Every child. Every man, every woman. That man is not your man. He's a child of God. Return him to his father. Submit him to his father. It's out of your authority. Every woman that is not your woman. Yeah, you may have taken her as a companion, but that's not your woman. Submit her to God. And he will deal with his own child. He will deal with his own child. Hmm. Hmm. He wants us to do life with him. He doesn't want us to do life alone. He said, it's too much for you to handle. Give it to me. I'll carry it. My ear is never too far to hear you ask, and my arm is never too short to reach you and rescue you. Because I already paid the price for you. I already paid the price for you. I gave my only son for you. Because I knew you wasn't going to get this thing called life right. So I sent him to pay the price for you. See, I know you so well. I know your pattern so well. I knew your grandmother, your grandfather, your great ancestors. I know the descendants that's going to come for you. And I know that they not going to be able to do this thing called life correctly, how I want them to. So I sent my only son to shed his blood to pay the price for you. All you got to do is come back home. All you got to do is submit and surrender to me. All you got to do is repent and turn away from your ways and come back home to me. I'm standing here with open arms, knocking and waiting patiently for you to answer me. I don't want you traveling in the wilderness by yourself. I want to be a light upon your feet. Come on now. I can see you moving. I see the halo dimming in you that's moving right along with you. You don't even know it's me that's still covering you, but you going every way that I don't want you to go. I want you to travel the crooked paths that I have made straight for you. Not try to find your own way. Not try to make your own path. Come on. He don't want you to do life like that. Find your way back home. Find your way back home and get everything that belongs to you. Strip down. Take the clothes off. Take the clothes of this world off. Take somebody else's identity off. You are a kingdom kid. You are a kid of the Most High God, the one and only true living God. There is no gods above him or beneath him. It's only him. And that's your father. Baby, you better stand on that. That better be a badge of honor. You put that title above any earthly title. I am a daughter of the Most High God. Before you call me Ella, before you call me mama, before you call me wife, you call me the king, the kid of a king. Before you even call me sister, you call me a kid of the king. That's my identity. That's my authority. Anything other than that, I can't wear it. I can't wear it. Anything before that, can't do it. Can't do it. Nope. I cannot do it, and I'm not going to do it. Because I gotta wear that clothes, those clothes, that hat, that authority before I can put on anything else, because that's my shield. That's my armor for whatever else I gotta wear. I gotta wear this first. This is gonna protect me from the ways of this world. This is gonna protect me from the clothing and the dressing of this world. Hmm. Ladies, you put on your girdle and your spanks first. You better put on your identity first and keep it on. Keep it on. Because the enemy don't care. He don't care if you just wear it outside but ain't walking in it in the house. He don't care. He come to steal, kill, and destroy. And he wants to wait until you least expect it. Hmm. You better walk in it, sleep in it, work in it, move in it, build in it. Girl, you better, boy, child, you better wear that thing. You better wear that thing. That, baby, you better wear that thing. You hear me? That is yours to keep. He paid a price for it already. Figure out what that door was opening that made you forget that. Y'all make sure y'all thumbs up this live. Make sure y'all let me know that y'all was in the building tonight. Cause baby, that thing was off in my system so hard today. Whoo, I couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it. Mm-mm. I could not hold it. He said, baby, I need your voice. I need you to speak something for me. I need you to drop something in the earth for me. And I had been telling him, I said, God, whatever you want me to do, wherever you want me to go, whatever you want me to say, use me. I'm right here. I'm tired of all these secret doors being open in my life. I'm tired of all these nagging and conniving and sneak dissing voices and little small whispers in my head that's making me unable to sleep at night, making me question what my purpose is, to make me question why I've been here, the thoughts and the things that are governing how I speak and how I move as a person. No, baby, I'm done with that. Mm-mm. He said, tonight is the night. I want you to say what I've been downloading on your heart unapologetically. Unapologetically. Hmm. Baby, obedience is better than sacrifice. So I'm okay. I am fine. Hmm. So I hope y'all got something out this message tonight, girl. And whew, yeah, I hope y'all got something out this message. And I hope your cup is replenished. I hope you are connected back to your Father. I hope you find your way back home. I hope you be at peace and you prosper. Because I love y'all and God love y'all even more. I'm your homegirl E. That's me. That's me. And baby, I'm out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to join the tribe and kick it kingdom, baby. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. That's Ella Marie _ 2 times on Instagram and on TikTok. Instagram is gonna give you a word, and TikTok is going no, Instagram is gonna give you a look, and TikTok is gonna give you a word. So, girl, if you need some little daily inspiration and uplifting motivation, baby, you better go and follow me on TikTok. You better go and follow me on TikTok at Ella Marie _ 2 times. And if you want to serve a good look, baby, the cheekbone is cheeking tonight. You better go over on Instagram and make sure you follow me. We are trying to get to 1,000 followers on Instagram and 500 on TikTok. TikTok been growing and doing a little more than Instagram, but baby, I know for a fact that we can get it to both on both platforms. Community is everything. I did my part, you do yours. And God gonna do the rest. And that's it on period. Have a good night, y'all. I love y'all.